In my view, I think the county governments have what it takes to manage the health sector. The problem that the county government always face every financial year is late devolvement of funds. For example, you'll find that the national government take too long to devolve the funds that are required at the county level. So most of the time, you find that after the budget has been approved by both the national government and the county governments, the national government does not wire the money that the county governments are supposed to get in time. I think
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Inside the Headlines, a channel where we bring you current trendings in the politics of Kenya and also around the world. In the studio, I have two gentlemen here. On my right, I have Julius Umoja, the national chairperson, Wiper Patriotic Front. On my left, I have Fred Aboge, who is a political analyst and also government strategist. This juncture, we want to dive in on the devolution. We know that under the 2010 Constitution, it provided for the devolution where the 8 provinces were divided into 47 counties. And up to now, we are at devolution at 14. We want to dive in and see, has this devolution served us well as Kenyans or not? So, gentlemen, welcome to the studio.
Thank you, Mr. Moses.
Yes.
Mr. Julius, welcome back.
All right. Yes, so my direct question to Fred.
Yes.
Fred, we know that healthcare was actually devolved.
Yes.
Yeah, but recently we have seen so many doctors every time they are striking. Are county government able to manage the health sector?
In my view, I think the county governments have what it takes to manage the health sector. The problem that the county government always face every financial year is late devolvement of funds. For example, you'll find that the national government take too long to devolve the funds that are required at the county level. So most of the time, you find that after the budget has been approved by both the national government and the county governments, the national government does not wire the money that the county governments are supposed to get in time. I think that is why the doctors are always on strike due to late remittance to the counties.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Honorable Julius, now I want to ask you a question on, especially on urban planning. We know that the public works was involved and also urban planning, but as per now, as we see most of our cities in Kenya, name them Kisumu, Nairobi, Eldoret, yeah, Mombasa, we still have problems in our cities. Things to do with drainage. Recently, when it rained in Nairobi, you have seen floods everywhere. Yeah, the water to a level that cannot be contained. Yeah. So my direct question: why are we still struggling with sanitation, poor housing, drainage in the capital cities?
Thank you very much for this very much important topic. That is the devolution at 14, because we all agree that devolution, it was meant so that the services can reach the common person at the grassroots. And good enough, that one gave birth to what we call the county governments. And me specifically, I come from one of the greatest counties of this Republic of Kenya, that is County 043, the Migori County. And most specifically, some of the case studies I might be giving from that particular county, because that is the county of my residence, and that's the county where I'm also entitled for the resources. Now, back to whatever you asked as per the first question that did set the pace for this particular discussion about the health sector, the county governments. County governments, whatever happens is that, or the payment of the doctors, the county doctors require to be paid a lot of money, and that's I think based on the skills that they have, because we have got different pay scales based on the profession of each and every person. So it becomes very, very much expensive based on what the county gets and what the county should be paying the doctors. And also, each and every county government, when it leaves to what we call the CBA, the collective bargain agreement within different unions that we have, because we have the KMPDU, we have got a lot of unions that form part and parcel of the county government services, especially the health sector. So each and every county government, when they exit the office, they might exit when leaving this an agree or CBA that has not been implemented. So when governor comes into office, those people they come with the CBA that they did agree with the previous government that has not been implemented. That is why you see we have got a rampant of strikes within the health sector. Number two is some of the employment when the interns should be confirmed. So there should be good framework on how the interns should be absorbed. Not that they have to use that channel of demonstration so that the grievances can be had. So there should be a good channel that binds the MOU between the interns of the health sectors and also the county government. Now, number two, in terms of whatever we have in terms of the urban planning forms part of how cities should look. And each and every city benchmarks from Kisumu. Kisumu is very, very much clean. Kisumu is very, very much protected. And this one tells you that it is through the policies that have been formulated by the Kisumu county government that are being enforced or are being implemented in the proper manner. If in Nairobi, Nairobi has got a lot of resources, and these resources it should help in terms of giving the clear framework and also proper implementation. Someone in Kisumu, you cannot even take a paper or a letter and throw it even through the window of the vehicle. That one will be in for it because of the Kisumu County government policies which are formulated in the Kisumu County Assembly. The same thing should happen in the Nairobi County government or Nairobi County Assembly at the city hall, where the MCs will come with a clear formulation or clear policies or clear laws that will help to govern the environment of the cities. Because without that, if those policies are not there, then nothing will be formulated. Then we have kanjos. Kanjos, the role of kanjo is not only to help in managing the traffics within the city. They should also help in terms of getting or maintaining the clean environment. If someone throws a litter and the dustbin is there, then that person should be they should be up to that person. And we need to see more of the dustbins within the strategic points of the city to help people off the garbages. Then number two, some cities you find that when in the previous times or in the past, when land allocation was being done, people did not know those markets or those towns could develop into what we call a city. So people are being scattered lands or people are being settled on lands without giving the proper clear vision that at one point there would be something what we call a city that needs to be having a lot of roads or streets in between and also so that people can help in penetration within the cities. So my so that you see those people they are being removed, settled in different places so that we can develop streets within the city for movements and penetration within the city or within towns. So issue of or drainage or the garbage system. This one also depends with the human activities which are also in those cities. And Nairobi is very, very busy. Nairobi is very, very busy and has got a lot of human activities. That is why you find that the drainage system has become a very, very challenge in the Nairobi city government. But we have got a clear framework. It is upon them to come with a clear framework. Than taking the garbages and being dumped at Ruai. I think most of the garbages or most of the drainage system that we are in Nairobi, they're being directed to Ruai. Let them sit down, have a clear framework on how Nairobi drainage system should work.
Okay, thank you. Fred,
Mm-hmm.
you are one person who understands how a county should work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just want to ask the same question that I've asked Honorable Julius.
Mm-hmm.
So, in your perspective, the public works and urban planning,
Mm-hmm.
those are units that were devolved
Mm-hmm.
in the county government. According to you, as an expert in the works within the county, why do we still have the problem?
I think this is largely because of the corruption. The corruption was largely devolved to the counties, because if you look at in Nairobi, for example, we've had building falling off. So it means the county government department that is supposed to ensure that all the requirements when a building is being set up in a city are corrupt. So it means there are some laws of the constructions that are being overlooked, and that one has caused a loss of lives within Nairobi and its environ, because most of these county government departments that are supposed to oversee the proper construction of houses within the city either get bribes from some of these proprietors that are doing construction so that they can have shortcuts. So I think that's a big problem. So any governor who is aspiring to become the head of counties in 2027 should look that one into consideration. There should be a lot of purge in the departments that deals with urban planning.
Okay. All right. Now let's go to financing and management of the county. We know that the county government have been talking about delays of funds. You know, they complain about most of the money that is disbursed. It actually goes in for payments of salaries and all that. And most of the counties, they are not also meeting the targets in terms of revenue collection from the reports, right? So what is the problem? Is there underfunding in the county, or there is mismanagement of finance? Mr. Julius.
You know, when it comes to the financial status of the county government first, it depends with the money that is given from the national government or the national treasury, and also in conjunction with the county's own generated revenue. That is maybe from the taxes which are being collected from the county government. And according to the fiscal policy, especially I come from Migori County. Migori County, for the past financial years, it has been receiving 11 billion. And 11 billion, you find that according to the fiscal policy of the county, 30 to 33% of the national cake or the national money, it goes to what we call development. And 67 to 70% goes to what we call that's a recurrent expenditure. Now, that one tells you that out of the 11 billion, only 3.3 billion goes to development. And nearly around 8 point something or 7 point something, rounded off to 8 there, billion, goes to what we call the recurrent expenditure. That one tells you that when this money is presented to the county government, the 3.3 billion for development, how is it supposed to work for the people so that they can be in a position to get the development? Because we have got a lot of devolved function. That's why the financial year, it starts with what we call the public participation. So that the people can be in a position, each and every ward they do what we call the public participation. And this is presented, then it's documented in the presence of the ward administrator, in the presence of the area MCA, and also any other government official that is there to oversee the public participation exercise per ward. Then this report is compiled and taken to the county government, where now or this it will help whether in the budget committee or in the finance committee, it will help in the generation of what we call the county budget. So once we have that money, once that money is there, now it will be released to the projects based on whatever has been documented within the public participation.
Mhm.
And the source of revenue, some of the counties, you find that they have got 100% or they've even exceeded 100% revenue collection. In the past, if you look at the Homa Bay County used to do the manual revenue collection. Manual revenue collection, it brought a lot of money was being lost on the way. Now they generated what we call the digital revenue collection, where you can just dial a USSD code, you pay your revenue, and the SMS comes into your phone, and you can use it as an evidence. That one has made it to improve in terms of the revenue collection. So this cash that passes through the people, the cash that passes through the officials of the revenue collection, the governor, the office of the governor, the county assemblies, the finance committee, the budget committee should be in a position to sit down. That's why in Migori County, there was a revenue collection committee comprising of 10 people. A committee that its work is to make sure that it is under the office of the finance, Minister of Finance in the county. The work is to make sure that we have got 100% or 100 plus collection of the revenue of the county government. Because once we have the deficit in terms of the revenue collection in the county government, there are some sectors, there are some ministries, there are some areas that might get money mismanaged or might get under financed because there's a low revenue collection within the county government. But above all, each and every ward needs what we call a ward development fund. Because it is through the ward development fund that the MCA will be in a position to directly influence whatever development that he wishes to give to the people. But being that is only the governor that is a center, is a governor that is the center of all the public funds. You have to go just take the project that you be done for, then it goes through the one or two processes, the procurement, blah blah, then it's brought to you. I think that one limits, because if you are not in the good terms with the governor, it's a very bad challenge. Because the governor might delay development to your area, so that your people can see that this area MC is not performing. But indeed, it is through the political temperature that you and the governor are facing, because you are not within the same political path. I would wish that if we have what ward development fund, it will give the autonomy to the MCAs to help bring the development to the people, than everything being centralized at the county government. The governor should only be like a CEO. The governor should only be like a supervisor to whatever is ongoing within the county, within specific wards.
Okay. Now, Mr. Fred, there has been rampant corruption in the county. And as we know, the MCAs and the senators, they are supposed to be to act as a watchdog for the governors. But as we continue, to scrutinize the governors, even in the Senate, there are rampant corruption. What is happening? Is it the senators are not doing their work enough, or the MCAs, or what is bringing this aspect of corruption in the county government?
I think most of our leaders, when they get into office, they get into office with a mentality of they want to enrich themselves other than service to the people. That is now where the problem is. So for us to maybe eliminate corruption at county levels, the voters themselves must subject all the aspirants to scrutiny and ensure that all the aspirants, that all the people that they are going to elect in all these devolved units are people of high integrity. so that when they go into these offices, they use these finances that they get from wananchi properly. Because most of the time, there are some counties that have been reported. If you've been looking at Senate Public Accounts Committee, that may be called the governors and oversight them, you find that one county government has more than 200 accounts to collect revenues. Why do we have 200 accounts for revenue collection? So that one is a clear indication that these 200 accounts are meant to fleece money from Kenyans. Why can't we just have one consolidated account where all the revenues are collected, and so that the government can monitor how the funds are being used? But if you have more than 200 accounts, you may not easily monitor what comes in and what gets out from all these 200 accounts. So I think governors are doing this thing deliberately as one conduit to fleece resources from county government. So I think the County Government Act should be amended, and governors should be directed that a county should only have one single account for both revenue and the money they get from national government. So I think that one would reduce, it may not eliminate corruption, but it will scale it down. That's number one. Number two, you also have in the employment, the payroll of most county governments, we have ghost workers. So some of these ghost workers are there deliberately. So some of the lieutenants of the governor and the governor themselves, they put ghost workers in the payroll, so that the monies that are supposed to pay these ghost workers goes into their individual pockets. So I think the government, through the national HR, should ensure that these ghost workers are dealt once and for all with, to ensure that no county money is paid for work not done, because that is also one stream where money is lost in the county government. And then maybe when you also come to implementation of projects, you will find that somebody gets a contract to go and do a project and do a shoddy work, or supply hot air and then get paid. So the Auditor General and all the other government institutions should ensure that there is value for money for all the government projects that are supposed to be undertaken within a financial year.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Honorable Umoja, you are an aspiring politician. Is it? Are you going for MP or MCA?
I was going for MC, but my people are telling me I go for it.
Okay. Okay. That will you will elaborate later. Now, there is a question I want to ask you about the MCAs, because let's face it, since the inception of devolution, Kenyans have spent 4.5 trillion on the counties, right? But this money, there is no correlation between this money and the development that we are seeing at the county level. Now, do we need the MCAs in the county? Because it seems like they have really failed in their job. Then when you look at the money that they are earning, and there is a difference, and the governor, what the governor is earning, and the ministers within the county government, are really MCAs able to act as a watchdog for the governor? Because most of the time they're just singing the choral of the governor.
That's why I started by saying not all MCs are doing nothing, but you find that some of them, they're doing nothing because they have to go and sing the same chorus verse with the governor, so that the governor can give them something in return. And that happens in most of the county governments. And if the governor cannot give them something in return, they try or to tell the government or to threaten the governor that we will impeach you. And the impeachment motion starts being written. So the governor also by all costs starts putting this MCs very, very much close. But that one is not a good representation. That's not a good legislation of what the common mwananchi, the grassroots people of that particular ward sent them to go and do. They were sent to go and perform the following roles. Legislation in the form that they're supposed to pass bills. They're supposed to sponsor bills that are in good condition for the bills that are for the betterment of the people of that county and for more specifically the people of that particular ward. Then number two, also they are also said they apart from legislation to be representative of the people. Being you represent the people so that you take the development from the county headquarters where development knocks to the ground. And if the governor, the challenge that has been there is what we call the political temperature, the political alignment. You'll find that in a county government, for example, in a county government of Nairobi, where the governor has got MCS from ODM, MCS from UDA, MCS from YPAP, MCS from Jubilee, MCS from these political parties. So each and every political party or each and every MCA will dance the tune of the political party. If that governor is not in good terms with your party leader, then it will be so hard for you to work with that governor. And that one only limits you to the development that is supposed to take to your people. That's why I'm saying, and I'm deeply saying, that there should be ward development fund, so that there should be an autonomy, each and every MCA, to manage this money and take development to the people. That was that. If the county policies are changed, if the county policies are managed, it will be a very good platform for each and every MCA to grow and take development to the people. But the challenges, the economic challenges that we have as a country, they are diverse. They are very different. Because an MCA in Kericho, maybe in Kipkelion West or in Kipkelion East, where people grow a lot of tea, that MCA has got different roles of representation as compared to an MCA that is in Karachuonyo or MCA that is in Homa Bay. That MCA in Homa Bay, majority of their people are fishermen and also they rely on the lake. So meaning that whatever you will be doing in the county assembly should be for the betterment of your people whose main economic activity is fishing. But if you are from Kipkelion, which is in Kericho, you should only revolve around the majority of your people who are also tea growers or farmers. So those ones, they're different. So in terms of whatever the representation, what you take to your people, they're very diverse. That's why there should be public participation for you to want to listen to your people, hear what they want, and that is what you should deliver to them. Don't just deliver something without, because if you take a boat now to Kericho, it will be relevant. So you have to go and listen to the people, hear what they are saying, their priorities. So work with their priorities for the people. And that's when you'll be judged accordingly that at least you have what the people at heart and you are working for them. Without that, you'll just be following the governor where he goes, he gives you a handout to fill your vehicle, and your people will keep crying tomorrow, the yesterday, and you'll be a one-time MC as well.
Yes. Thank you. Mr. Fred.
Mm-hmm.
There is this question that has always come, that do we really need these 47 counties?
Yes.
Because up to now, let's face it, there is a lot of resources that is deemed to be actually enriching few governors, right? But the resources are not getting to the mwananchi. Right now, Honorable Julius is saying that the MCAs should have the ward development fund, right? But there are so many economists and politicians that have been advocating that can we reduce these counties to maybe 7 or 8 the way they were before? Do we really need these 47 counties?
Okay, let me start by saying this. The framers of our constitution, the committee of experts, I think in my view, they had when they were crafting all these 47 counties. Because number one, when they were crafting them, they had the ethnicity in their mind. Because if you look at the way the county government boundaries, they are composed of ethnic communities. except just a few, like Migori, where we have both Luos and Kurias within the counties. So I think that is where most of the framers of our constitution made a mistake. And right now, as we speak, yes, I agree with the people who have the proposition that we should reduce the county governments to maybe 7, the county governments, but that one is not going to be possible because it will bring a lot of uh, politics. Because just like what you know, once you give somebody something, now taking them that thing away from them becomes a challenge. So right now we have to grapple with the 47 counties. If we wanted to make them 7, then we could have made them before even passing this 2010 constitution. But now they are already there. Telling, let's say, for example, this community and this community to now merge to form one county. Like, for example, if you now put Nyanza as a whole under one governor, the Kurias and the Kisis are not going to, it will not augur well with them because they say, when will we become a governor? Because this is a Luo-dominated county. If you do the same with other regions, some people will feel disenfranchised. Like this county will never have to lead it because we are the minority. So I think that one complicates the whole thing. Yes, it's a good proposition that we should reduce the counties, but now if you look at our country is sharply divided along ethnic lines, and that one will deter that kind of good move. And people have tried it. There was Punguza Mzigo and others, Kuro Court, and it will fail if it is subjected to referendum because of how Kenyans are divided along the ethnic lines.
All right. This is my last question to you, Honorable Umoja. We have seen that there is really a rift between the national government and the county government. Yes. What is happening? Because the county government, they are always questioning the national government. Yeah. What is happening? Is there a good relation between these two levels of governance?
I think the person that is supposed to be strengthening, we have got someone who is supposed to be strengthening the relationship between the national government and the county government. If you look at the previous government, we have got the Minister for Devolution. The Minister for Devolution, specifically, the function was to make sure that there's a strong bond between the county government and the national government. And right now, we don't have that ministry, but we have the PS for Devolution. Number two, whatever the bone of contention is a release of funds. That is whatever has been the major challenge. Because mostly the part of the money that the county government relies on should be from the national government. So if that amount is released from the national government, it will ease the development, it will ease the recurrent expenditure which is in the county government. Number two, the county government are also, the senators are supposed to strengthen the devolution by making sure that they keep the governors on toes. They should keep the governors on toes. And that's why we have what different committees that these governors will report to, like the park committee, like we have got the park that is chaired by Senator from Homa Bay, that is Moses Kajua. We also have we have a lot of committees that this government should be the governors should be reporting to. That also is a way of strengthening. But if you ask questions, or if a governor is brought in front of the park to answer the questions from the Auditor General, it is seen like it is political. It is seen like it is a extortion that is ongoing within these people. But above all, the governor should be responsible for the public money, because that's a way of strengthening our democracy and also strengthening leadership that we have in the country. So that relationship, it has to be there. And from my end, I don't see that it is not strong. It is strong, and it has to be strong, because when it is weak, we'll be having a lot of leeways, we'll be having a lot of loopholes that will weaken the current constitution that we have. But above all, devolution is perfect. We appreciate the four founders or the co-founders of the Devolution, because it has helped in bringing services to the common man, services to the people, and looking forward that it's supposed to be strengthened. And we've seen a lot of devolution conferences ongoing as mechanisms of strengthening devolution, which came in 2013. Thank you, 2010 Constitution, for giving birth to devolution.
All right, Mr. Fred. My last question would be, how can we make the county government work as we finish this episode?
Number one, the way we can make the county government work is by first we ensure that there is seamless transfer of funds from the national government to the county government. Timely disbursement of funds, because as my colleague has said, that the main bone of contention is the transfer of money from the national government to the county government. It's always late. So if that one can be addressed, then I think the county government should will function properly. Number two, we should have legislations to strengthen the working of the county government. Like I've just talked about governors opening too many accounts to collect revenues. If we can enact laws that clip governors' autonomy on opening these several accounts, so that we can have just one consolidated account where all the county government money is put, then that one will also strengthen the county government. And then maybe lastly, this one now goes to Kenyans. You should elect people who believe in devolution, people of high integrity, people who understand how the county government act work and how to manage the county government affairs. If all those three are taken into consideration, I think there will be a lot of success from the county governments across the country.
All right, Honorable Umoja, your final remarks.
I want to urge the elected leaders in the 6 positions, from the president, the governor, the senator, the MP, the women rep, and the MCA. Their major work, even if they work at the national government, they should be in a position to give the resources in good time to the county government to help it run, and also to the governor and also the county leadership. Once you have the resources, please work to the people, because you are elected into those offices to serve the people. Keep serving the people within your jurisdiction, and we hope that we, the people of Kenya, will realize the Vision 2030 and also additionally the Vision 2060. Thank you.
Mr. Fred.
To our viewers outside there, we would want to encourage you to keep on holding both the president, who heads the national government, the judicial branch, the parliament branch, and the devolved county governments into account. Don't only hold one entity into account, forgetting the rest. Like majority of Kenyans right now, our focus is so much on the executive headed by the president. That gets a lot of sticks when it comes to accountability. But we're also forgetting that there is a lot of government resources wastage at the county level. So if we can play our role as citizens, let senators play their role, the MPs play their role in terms of oversight, but we should also ensure that we oversight our governments at our vantage point. Otherwise, thank you always for your support. Always subscribe to our channel to ensure that you get some of our content in real time.
Okay. Thank you, viewers. I've also learned something from the two gentlemen here, that we need to elect good leaders. Let us elect good leaders. Remember, these leaders, they don't fall from heaven. We are the people who are electing them. Start thinking, what is your role as a citizen? Subscribe to our channel and continue watching our episodes. Otherwise, thank you and have a good time.